It's in the game.
On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. All games might count the same, but some carry a little more juice. And when you get to this point in the season, a couple of teams in the top 10 fighting for their playoff lives and positioning, this one feels a little special. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He told me that this is new for the Big Ten. Obviously, these teams coming all the way to the West Coast. The travel is long. They have been putting some practices in place to make sure their players are moving, getting up early, getting prepared for this time zone challenge. They are going to try to perform at their best performance level today, but they put a ton of time and research and science into making sure the players are prepared to go. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Washington Huskies offense as they take control of the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show for this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that, And you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
In the backfield, it's Coleman Williams. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Sees a crease. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Play action with Williams. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Out wide left, it's Williams. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's good from 58 yards out.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
The Nittany Lions offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Big, talented, and dangerous, and Benjamin Bramer fits the bill. He had 9 catches in their victory last time out.
You know, what's interesting is you look at the win streak this team is on. You take a look at the offense, especially on film. The tight end is the guy that really stands out. He's such a unique tool. He's so versatile, and he's got tremendous athletic ability. And the quarterback is throwing it to him more and more, and that's going to continue. He told us coming into this game, I'm looking one place early in each progression. It's to find my big fella, because he's the one right now paying it off for our offense.
Sets his feet. It's Beck. Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Huge play on that one. Took it across the 50, and they'll mark him down at the 45. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Hits the hole. It's Hansen. There he goes. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Drops back on 1st down. Got his man. What a cut. Now he's loose. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Hansen. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good, easy call for the refs. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Here's Williams to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Long way to go on 2nd down. Play fake, Williams. On the run, fires downfield. Got a man, it's Moss. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Could not make his way to the corner. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Williams. Got his man. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Williams on the play fake. Finds the tight end. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Williams to the air again. He lets it fly. Has it. They will score. Touchdown, Huskies. The AT unit on the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Hansen. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff again. Enough to move the chains. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. RPO complete. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Uncorks one. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He gave it. To react, and he almost pulled off the interception. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
He's changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running inside, it's Hansen. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Keep it on the ground. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll pull it down, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
Gotta make the play on 4th. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Gives it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Burrowing for yardage. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. Looks it in. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Beck. Moving out to the right. That's caught. It's Sowell. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. It's Hansen. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Left side is Howard. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the big fella. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
From the gun, it's Hansen. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to it. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Nittany Lions back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Right down the middle. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Penn State!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Williams. Working that left side now. At the 45 on his way. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. Fresh set of downs going up top. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Huskies come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's the grab, and he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to quite get home. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout call by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On second and goal, they go right back to him. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. Now Washington uses this 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Touchdown, Huskies! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he added the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Finds his man. It's Howard. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Off-play action. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And the Huskies will kick it away to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Beck. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll go with Peoples. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Williams. Right side, it's Moss. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down immediately. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Those last two runs have been disastrous. Would they dare go to a draw on 3rd and 16? They're all over it. Makes the grab. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Back to throw, it's Becht. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. Know it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. They're going to ride this running back. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
2nd and long here. The run inside. It's Hansen. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Running to the left. Got an alley.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Hey, this offense is trying to stay aggressive. They want to blow this game open and take the lead. They're not going to settle for a field goal there, and that's why that last 3rd down was critical, that they were able to pick that up, keep the offense on the field, and think about 6 points.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire play.
And it just makes life so...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the QB has had a nice drive. And this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback effectively. And even better, getting him on the ground.
To the air, it's Becht. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Smashes it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hand it to the back. Powers through the defender. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Right back to the well. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Here's Williams to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. And the Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. It's Williams again. Sure hands, it's Moss. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Williams will pass. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And the extra point is good.
27, Washington, 17.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging. It's a fumble. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here he goes. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage.
And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Long way to go on 2nd down. Throwing, Williams. Out wide right, it's Moss. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Trying to slip through and pick it up. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. They go to the draw. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Williams finds his big tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Washington right back to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. He got it, beat down inbounds. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now on first and 10 from the 29. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Hits inside. It's Hansen. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a crease. It's Hansen. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. You gotta believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on second and 9. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Right side, it's Hansen. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Nittany Lions inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. He'll try the left side. Shakes off the defender. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football can...
A shot toward the end zone, and that one's way too far for everybody. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.